Good morning, everybody. It's Lynn, the Leather Bag Lady. How are you all today? Welcome to a new week. The last full week in July. Leather Bag Lady report. Weather report, that is. It's actually not that bad outside. It is going to get stinky hot today. Again, it was really hot yesterday. It was gross. But it is what it is. It is the wettest and hottest summer I can remember here in southern Ontario. But I think the summer weather everywhere this year is pretty wild. So anyway, welcome to the Vintage Bag Experience. I have a few new subscribers. Sue just subscribed today. Hi, Sue. Welcome. We are chatting all things bags. We are chatting all things my crazy life. And it's just a little bit of a speaker's diary. That's what I call it. I show you the bag of the day as listed on my Etsy platform. And then I have these lovely offerings on YouTube, which I'm kind of connect the two together. And that is it. Actually, I didn't do my Instagram reel. What was the last bag I listed on Thursday? I can't remember. I'm gonna have to go back because I've started back up doing my Instagram, just trying to get back into some kind of routine after the move and all that nonsense. I'm not going to go into all that. You've heard that ad nauseum. But anyway, today's bag is a bag that I have listed already. So if you have been following me, you will have heard me tell tale of packing up my bag room at the house before it got sold and not realizing that half the bags that were on my shelves were not actually on Etsy anymore. So what had happened, I think, is I listed the bag and then for some reason the auto renewal didn't kick in. So a lot of these bags after the 4-month original listing term didn't relist. So when I was packing up the bags, I opened my Etsy shop and I went through each listing to make sure the bag matched the listing and I packed it away. And after I had packed everything away that was actually listed on Etsy, more than half of it was still on the shelf. So I am a 56-year-old woman. I am not completely computer illiterate, but not far off. So I obviously didn't do something right or whatever. But what it has done is it has given me the opportunity to relist bags I already had. Because, again, if you follow me regularly, you will know that I have recently put well over 1,000 bags in storage. Now, most of them are for my Shop of the Shed project, which do not qualify for Etsy. Etsy, the bags have to be 20 years or older. So I have two completely different stockpiles. One is vintage, 20 years or older, and one is not 20 years. The bags in the Shop at the Shed project I've got 2008, 2009 Coach bags, which are gonna be eligible for Etsy soon, but you know, anything kind of that old and newer is all on the Shop of the Shed project, which is every Wednesday and Friday evening, or as close to evening as I can get. I sold my house a month ago and I now live in a trailer, and which I love. Don't regret selling the house at all, but the internet is god awful. So I will do this video. I don't even bother loading the bag. I have to go to the library to do that because I can get all the verbiage, the wording, but the pictures will not upload from here. So it is a shit show. Just saying, it is a bit of a shit show. But anyway, let's get to today's bag. 5 minutes in. Good Lord, what's going on? So the Trend. The Trend is a Canadian company out of Montreal. And they have a very, very long history in Canada. They used to be the house brand for... oh my God, am I having a senior moment? I cannot believe the name of this shoe store. I reference it all the time, but it's gone out of my head. So it was kind of an upmarket shoe store back in the kind of 80s, 90s. I think 97, it got bought out by Aldo. And the Trend was their house brand. So they, would have bags that matched the purses, and I cannot believe I've forgotten the name of this store. Oh my goodness me. I think that's a first. I don't think I've ever forgotten the name of this place before. Oh dear me. Anyway, Canadian brand. Now the vintage Trend bags were made in Italy. And this little guy does not say made in Italy, but I am almost positive that it is, because it is definitely a vintage offering. But it doesn't have the same, it's all monogrammed inside. The Trend, the Trend, the Trend. There's the Trend, and it has these kind of telltale 90s extra long shoulder straps. It is the cutest little bag. Love the mahogany color. And even more, I love that this glazing is it's almost like a black paint of sorts, but it's like there's no thickness to it. There's nothing to peel off or crack or anything like that. It's very similar to kind of just like being burnished. So you can still see the grain of the leather. It's not, it's not hiding anything in that regard. But nice little, does it smell like leather? Some of these bags smell, no, it doesn't smell very leathery. Now, I am going to be honest. These bags were in the gazebo for a while. And I pulled a couple out, and they were starting to look a little dull. So hubby and I had a huge effort yesterday to get everything out of the gazebo, and we were successful. So the bags are all, you can't really see. That's where all the bags are. That is the bunk. Here, there's one of my little travel train cases. It has all my Scentsy wax. And then that bunk is just full of bags. Bags that I've listed, bags that I've still to list, bags that I need to do work on. But this little guy is all ready to go. You have a zipper compartment on the back. I wonder if maybe the tag is back here. Yeah, it's unusual for the Trend not to have, a little label. And it's not like it's fallen off or anything like that. It's just not there. So, but excellent quality. This company is just, I love, love, love their bags. Where's my... Oh, it's been hanging around here all weekend, and then I can't find it. Oh, my little bag that I use for my shows, that I put all my, it was just here. Oh my goodness me. There's piles. This is Shop at the Shed this week. Oh, here it is. See, it's chaos, but I know where everything is. Well, kind of, sort of. So this is the trend. There's the trend emblem. You can't even see it anymore. So this is the label that they normally have in the trend bags, made in Italy. So this is my little bag. You can see it's all peeling. The zipper's broke. The stitching is coming apart. I bought this bag when I was 16 years old with a pair of knee-high leather riding boots. And I have had this bag since then, and I use it for my shows. There's my change, my square reader for when I do my shows. And I love this brand to the point where this, like I said, this is my own bag. So, this is today's little guy. I like this little accent here. I still can't believe I can't remember the name of that store. Calderone. That's it. You know how scary that is to just have something clearly go out of your brain. So the trend used to be the house brand for Calderone. Calderone was kind of an upmarket. I kind of use the analogy. So you had, was it Calderone? No, there was Le Chateau. Yeah, because I think Le Chateau... Oh, you know what? My brain's not working today. Calderone was kind of like the grown-up leather store. I think Le Chateau used to... I don't know. I was such a chunky monkey when I was a teenager. Le Chateau didn't really work for me because I was not tiny enough to wear all that fashionista nonsense. Was it Le Chateau? Anyway, whatever. This is a long-standing Canadian-based company. Bags back in the day made in Italy. Amazing quality. This is a little bit of a cutie patootie. Outside pocket. There is a zipper. Nope, there's nothing inside. There is a zipper closure. And that is it. So this is just a cute little concert bag. I mean, you're not going to get it crossbody, but it's just something different. Something different. And if you're like me, you don't want to be walking down the street with something that everybody bought from Costco. We had that conversation the other day, didn't we? Yeah, no thanks. Not for me. So that is today's bag. And we had the best weekend. Pies and I have had a rough few months. It's been a lot of stress, a lot of trying to find, where we fit in this homelessness that we are experiencing. But we think we have found a winter rental. And we're going to go and check it out either tomorrow or Wednesday, depending on what Pius' schedule is like. It's a little pricey, but I think we've kind of realized that it includes absolutely everything from wood for the fire, internet, what else did she say there was? Satellite TV, like everything. There was a washer and dryer in the unit, so it might be worth it. So we're kind of all set, fingers crossed, if this works out. Now, there are other cabins on the property, but I think they are all rented. They are a little smaller, probably a little bit more suited to us. This one that we're renting is like huge, but it's right on the lake, and I'm kind of excited to be on Lake Erie in the winter. Like, why not? Why not? So we'll see. We'll see how it works. If that doesn't happen, we've got one other option. And if that doesn't work, we're kind of screwed. So hopefully we'll know what we're doing and we can take it from there. But Saturday, we spent 9 hours on the motorcycle. Now, Pius wanted to stop for an ice cream. I was like, I can't. I don't think I could get on and off this bike one more time. Let's just go home. We started out at 8:30 in the morning, and I don't think we got back till 6:30 in the evening. And the last stretch of our ride, we got stuck behind a line painter on Highway 3 coming out of Dunville, and it was just horrendous. It was a really hot day. We got a lot of sun. I got a big pimple on the end of my nose. I look like I don't know what I look like, but I look like I'm an alcoholic or something. I've got one of those big rose strawberry nose things. So we did that. We didn't do anything Saturday night. We hung out with our neighbors, Leah and Tony. Brian and Melissa didn't come up this weekend, so that's okay. Yesterday we did nothing. We hung out around the trailer here. Pius did a little bit of maintenance on the shed. Didn't get as much done as we thought we would, but we cleared out the gazebo and it is wonderful. It's my tripod is screwed, so I need to get another tripod and then I can start doing my videos outside again, which I really, really enjoyed. Mosquito bite heaven. I don't know if you can see. There's one here. There's one here. My ankles. And I mean, we have a fogger in the shed that we have not even tried, but it's just getting the time to do it. Pius is working like crazy, crazy hours. So he left, I woke up at 4:30 this morning. I've been up since 4:32, could not get back to sleep. And yeah, so I've just been, what have I been doing? Listening to some of my YouTube people, kind of learning a little bit more about social media. Checked out one of Miss Philly's new videos, my reseller colleague in Winnipeg. Having a hot flash right now. Whew. Talked to my client. We are actually going out tonight. It's been a month since I've seen my clients. My one client I'm going to pass on to another rec therapist. It's just not, the distance between where they are in Burlington and where I am here in Cayuga is just crazy. So I'm going to be telling my clients this evening that I'm not going to be visiting with them until the fall, and more than likely in the fall, it's not going to continue. Because once I get my little car back, then the blue car, the bigger car, the car that I take my clients out in will be going bye-bye because we do not have the space anymore to store vehicles. So that is that. Pi still has his bike. It's not sold yet. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We need to get that sold, just even because we don't have anywhere to put it. So that is it. I am going to go into the city to do laundry. We still don't have propane here in the park. So I don't know what's going on, but that's okay. I'll go into Hamilton. I need to go to the storage unit, grab a couple of bags. I'll go do my laundry. I might pop in on the gentleman who has my car and let's just see. I hope he started it, because if he hasn't at least started it, I'm not going to be very happy. That is for sure. But I have to be careful because I don't really have anywhere to store it. So, I mean, if he finished it tomorrow and called me, I'd be like, okay, where am I going to put the dang thing? But anyway, so I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. You've seen today's bag. There will be another bag tomorrow, which I have already picked. Again, another bag that used to be listed and then the listing ran out. It just has blown my mind. It really has. But it's a good thing that I'm not having to thrift anymore for these bags. I already have probably 100 bags that I thought were listed that actually weren't. When COVID first started and I started on Etsy, I had over 400 listings. At the moment, I've only got 147 purses listed. So that is less than half. So I've got lots of good stuff that will, if you've been looking at my Etsy for years, you'll maybe recognize some of it coming back. If you haven't, then it's all new stock to you. And it's just a blessing for me that I'm not out having to spend money and try and find storage for stuff on top of the stuff that I already have. So it's a win-win. I see it as a win-win. So have a great rest of the day, everybody. I will get this uploaded as soon as I can. as well as the listing. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.